Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I have a 3-pile pick-a-pile reading for the Healing Energy Sessions. And today we're going to talk about the twin flame dynamic, your ultimate lesson from the universe. I would like to say, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you that creates your own destiny. You are intelligent, beautiful, or handsome, and you are kind. These readings may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Someone might be enlightened by them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. You are the backbone to this channel, and I greatly appreciate you. So today we are going to talk about the twin flame dynamic. Before I get started, I would like to let you know that this is probably going to be a fairly long video. Okay, so please watch it when you have the time to listen and the time to understand. I myself am going through this twin flame dynamic, and I am a person who is constantly in their head trying to figure things out, trying to make a sense of everything. And today it came to me, and I understand now, and I definitely wanted to share that with you. And hopefully I can help you gain some understanding about you and your twin flame situation. I have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you need time to pick which pile is calling out to you, please pause the video and figure that out. But with that being said, I'm going to start with pile number 1. Pile number 1 is first. Okay, so here's pile number 1, and this is the twin flame dynamic. Let's see what your situation involves. So we do have here the coyote. The coyote represents humor and adaptability. You might be a person who uses humor to adapt to situations. Maybe you are good at bringing moods into a certain way when you enter the room. Like if you went into a room and you feel like there's not too many people happy there, you bring a humor into the situation to try to lighten the mood, right? So this might be a person like you, somebody who just wants people around them to feel happiness, right? You try to lighten the moods by bringing happiness into the situation. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. We have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, Death, the Two of Wands, Judgment, the Four of Rods, the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, the Five of Wands, and the Lovers. So I do see we have 5 major arcanas here, okay? We have the High Priestess, the Death card, Judgment, the Magician, and the Lovers. Let's start from the beginning and see if this is your situation. So first of all, we have the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is a very generous person. This is a person who finds happiness through nature and spirituality. This could be your energy or somebody in your environment. We also have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is all about sensitivity. And this person channels their creativity into professional success or their relationships. I also see the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is someone who knows. Yes, they know. This person uses their intuition and their sacred knowledge in order to figure things out, basically. You could be in all of these three energies. You could be very abundant, you could be very emotional, and you could be very intuitive. Okay? I do see the Ace of Swords here, and it appears that there has been some truth that has been found. Now, the Ace of Swords is about starting new beginnings with truth, honesty, possibly a new relationship, and a relationship could either be with others or with yourself. Yes. This could also mean that you find out some truth and you decide to sever a relationship or situation. With that Death card there, it's telling me that you have put something to an end, but death only means new beginnings. And I do see that you have been definitely enlightened to a situation, and you may have received some sort of communication. Now, whether that be from the universe or from an individual, you know your own story. But you did receive some sort of information that is going to actually allow you to move forward in your own personal journey. I do see with this King of Pentacles here, the Judgment card right underneath. Judgment has been made over this energy, this King of Pentacles energy, right? You or somebody else has made judgment over a situation. You may have actually found that somebody in your environment is in a long-standing relationship. Could be that King of Cups. That High Priestess there and the Ace of Pentacles right below, I do see that you have, or somebody has used their sacred knowledge to understand what is actually going on and have focused their mind or their daily routine or whatever they're doing on new beginnings in balance. It could be balance, it could be finances, but there is a new beginning here and you will find balance. Now that you have found this new truth, you are definitely going to be trying to manifest something for yourself. Something did come to an end, and you may have really fought with yourself about it, back and forth, just angry about yourself and about another individual or situation in your life, and possibly not even able to get out of this. But because that Death card is there, I do see that you will be ending a situation only to start something new that has been placed strategically by the universe on your path. And what is going to be started new is you are going to find new love. Okay? That's what I have for this pile. This is pile number 1 with the coyote, humor and adaptability. And if it sounds kind of like your story, then I will see you at the end with some more advice and a little bit more explanation about what is going on with you in your current situation. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2, but I will see you at the end. Pile number 2 is next. Okay, so here's pile number 2. And today we're interested in finding out about the twin flame dynamic. Let's go ahead and find out what's going on in your situation. Okay, so this is the Thunderbird. Now, the Thunderbird represents the bringer of the rain. guess the Native Americans used to, dance to the spirits in hopes to bring rain to nourish the crop, because that was their abundance, right? It was their abundance to grow this crop so they could feed their families, nurture their families with, things to consume to survive, of course, right? Now this could also be, in regards to the bringer of the rain, a person who has possibly cried a lot. Somebody may have put you through something where you have cried rivers, okay? Enough to fill like a basin, a river basin or something, just so much crying because the situation is very hard to deal with. And a lot of people don't really even understand what this is. You can tell them everything about it and they'll just look at you like you're crazy, right? Well, it is what it is. Let's find out what's going on in your story. We have the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Rods, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, Temperance, the Ace of Swords, the King of Oysters, the Four of Swords. This is the Four of Flamingos, but it's the Four of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Hats, which is the Ace of Cups, right? Ace of Oysters is the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see here that we have two major arcana, okay? We have the Hierophant and the Temperance card, okay? So let's go ahead and start from the beginning and see what this is all about. So first of all, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups represents somebody walking away from a situation that was very toxic. There might have been some secrets here, but they walked away nonetheless because they found that it just didn't serve them. We also have the Ace of Rods, and this is about beginning things passionately, right? You may have begun a situation really passionately with another individual, and it may have brought you that Nine of Cups energy, right? Now, the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So you may have been happy in this situation when it started, and you might have thought, wow, this is it. This is the one. But I don't see the Ten of Cups here, and that is the ultimate happiness. Yes, you were brought to this Nine of Cups wish fulfillment energy, but this card also represents selfishness and excess. It could indicate addictions, codependencies, right? So you may have walked away from a situation that started out really passionately and brought you that wish fulfillment, but you were never really fulfilled. I do see this Two of Cups here, and it appears that there are two people who have shared their emotions with each other and possibly even joined in union with each other, marriage of some sort. But there was always that Three of Cups energy. Now the Three of Cups is about a party or a celebration, but here this is not a celebration. This is a party. A third party. Somebody entered into a union with another individual who wasn't in it 100% because there was always a third party there. Somebody that one of these individuals who got into union or this marriage could not stop thinking of. So when they got into union with that person that they shared those emotions with, their emotions weren't 100% there because part of their emotions were shared with another party. A third party. I do see that whoever walked away from this situation was definitely very upset and distraught over the situation, mourning over the loss of this situation. They had to walk away, though, whether that's you or the other person. Somebody walked away because it was toxic. They may have been very patiently waiting over this situation, a situation that started very passionately. I also see here that with that Nine of Cups energy and the Ace of Swords right below, that somebody has found out some truth. That it was just wish fulfillment, selfishness and excess. It wasn't the Ten of Cups. They found out the truth about a situation. And they basically severed that situation. They severed that relationship or whatever ideas they had involving that Nine of Cups energy. Now underneath that Two of Cups, we have the King of Oysters. The King of Oysters. This is a person who's very generous. This person finds happiness in nature and spirituality. This person may have shared their emotions with an individual, and they might have even gotten into a relationship or a long-standing relationship, such as a marriage, with somebody. I do see here, though, that whoever got into this relationship, this marriage, this sort of a union, is tired of it, because all it was wish fulfillment. It was not the Ten of Cups, and that's what we ultimately want. This person may even want this situation to end. Now with that Three of Cups here, somebody may also want this situation to end and offer that cup to possibly that third party, the one that they're thinking of all the time. Not the one they married, but the one they're thinking of all the time. Now whether the person that they're going to offer that cup to will accept it, it all depends. It all depends on whether or not that person knows why they're offering that cup, how they're going to treat that person, and whether or not it's going to be the relationship that they're actually striving for. Because if it's not and it's toxic, that Ace of Hats or Ace of Cups, it will not be received. So if this sounds sort of like your situation, then I will see you at the end for a discussion on the twin flame dynamic. And yeah, that's what I have for you for pile number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is next, and I will see you at the end. Okay, so here's pile number 3. And we're here because of the twin flame dynamic. So let's go ahead and find out what is your situation. Okay, so we do have the unicorn. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there you have it. See? Anyhow. The unicorn represents a unique individual, singular, possibly like one-of-a-kind person, right? That could be you and the person that you're dealing with. This person is one of a kind. You've never met somebody like this, or they have never met anybody like you, ever. This is a unique relationship, and we're going to find out what is really going on here. Let's go ahead and find out your situation. We have the Temperance card. We have the Page of Rods. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. Sorry, the Knight of Swords. The Six of Pentacles. the Ten of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Peppermills, the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so we have one major arcana. Start from the beginning, and the beginning starts off with the Temperance card. Somebody has been really super patient. They've been patient with others, they've been patient with themselves. They have found balance within their life, and they're actually ready to move forward on a new adventure. As you see, both of these people in these cards are moving forward. They're not looking back. They found their balance and they're moving forward. Page of Rods is an individual who wants to go on a new adventure. It might be a little hard right now because maybe their balance is still a little bit off, but they know what they need to do. Maybe finances might be an issue, but they are going to eventually, soon enough, find some balance in the situation and be able to move forward. Somebody has walked away from, somebody is definitely working on themselves, right? Possibly to find that balance, right? This is the Knight of Pentacles is about stability, a message of stability. So you might be working on your own stability, right? Working on yourself because you have found out some truth about a situation also that's going to propel you to move forward. The Knight of Swords is about that harsh and direct communication. It's truth, but it's there and it's harsh and it's direct. Six of Pentacles energy, you're gonna find out that somebody may have been giving to two this whole time. Maybe that's the message that you're going to get. It was not an equal give and take with whoever it is you were dealing with. I do see the Ten of Cups here though, and because of somebody's patience and their temperance involving this situation, finding balance within themselves, because they finally find the balance, because they know the truth now. This is what they're going to get, the Ten of Cups. Now the Ten of Cups is about happy family, happy home, the ultimate happiness in life. Finding that soulmate, finding that person, and building a family with them and being happy, ultimately. Now I do see this Two of Swords here, and somebody's still kind of contemplating things, not knowing what to do. They want this Ten of Cups. And they know that if they stay where they've been at, they're going to have this Ten of Swords energy. And they're having a hard time choosing. Now, if you ask me, there's no question. Do you want Ten of Swords or do you want Ten of Cups? Come on now. You know what's good and what's bad, but you are still hanging on to something that possibly you just don't understand. I see the Nine of Wands here. And even though you're working on yourself, trying to find that balance, you're still wanting to fight for something. Something from the past that was very flighty. Something that you found truth out about from an individual that is not moving forward. Definitely not. They're not moving forward. They're staying in the past, not learning lessons, not moving forward at all. This person might also be in a long-standing relationship, and they always go away from that relationship for other things, right? Things that they should not be doing. Stepping outside of the relationship. being this Knight of Peppermills. And the Knight of Peppermills, that's the Knight of Wands. He's the one who's the player. He's the one that comes in and gets what he needs and leaves, and eventually goes back to this, his marriage, his relationship. And he doesn't give you equal give and take, because most of his give or take isn't here in this marriage. Or relationship, whatever it is, really. So if this sounds like your situation, then I will definitely see you at the end. And we're going to have a discussion about this twin flame dynamic, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you a little clarity in the situation, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go off to the end, and I will see you guys there. All right. Okay, so we made it to the end here. I understand that the piles that I read were fairly quick and to the point. I didn't really add too much extra to it, because you know what? They really don't matter. None of them do. It doesn't matter what you're going through with this person, this twin flame. It doesn't. And the reason that we're here today is because I have had that epiphany and understanding of what all this actually is. I received the message from the universe, and I am now acting as that Knight of Swords to send you this message. It's going to be harsh. It's going to be direct. And it may hurt, but it's the truth. It took me a long time to figure this out, and it just came to me today, and I am here to share it with you. Now, not everybody in their lifetime meets their twin flame. This is a special relationship. This is that relationship where you meet that person and they just drag you through the dirt. Toxic energies. They cheat. They lie. They manipulate. It's like the worst relationship ever. Ever. But that relationship is very important if you do meet your twin flame. It's super, super important, because that is the ultimate lesson from the universe. If you meet your twin flame in this lifetime, this is the ultimate lesson that you receive from the universe, because you have learned all the other ones, but these are the harshest. A lot of you are hanging on to dear life for this. I also did that. And it brought me nothing but sadness and turmoil. My mind was flustered all the time. I couldn't stop thinking about this person. But I think that the universe has actually brought me this message to relay to you, because I started to let go. And even though this person kept popping up in my head, it was kind of less hurtful, because I was just kind of letting go. I was tired. I was tired of it. I decided to work on me, learning to love myself, learning to find out about my own self-worth, and that I never deserved anything that this twin flame brought to me. Now, if you watch a lot of tarot, you're going to hear stories about, oh, twin flames are coming into union. And you might even see some readers who say that they are in union with their twin flame. But I'd like to make a correction there. This may have been their twin flame. And if they have come into union, it's not with their twin flame. It's with their perfect soulmate. Let me explain this to you. We go through the twin flame journey to learn these lessons, right? And what these lessons actually teach us is to find out our self-worth, love ourselves, you know, and realize that we deserve to be treated with respect, with dignity, have an equal give and take relationship. We figure out ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves. And once we find that out, we are no longer twin flames. We become the perfect soulmates. I don't care what any of you say. I'm here to give it to you straight. If you hear a reader or anybody tell you that they are in union with their twin flame and things are going wonderful, the kind of relationship that you see them and they're so happy and everything's so perfect, they make you want to puke whenever you see them, it's because they have reunited or come into union as the perfect soulmates. They have learned their lessons and they are brought together as the best versions of themselves. So I'd like to correct somebody out there, anybody, not somebody, but many, that when you do come into your union with your twin flame, just know that that's not your twin flame any longer. They have graduated to the ultimate soulmate. They are no longer radiating or resonating or whatever you want to call it as a twin flame anymore. They have learned. They know how to be the perfect soulmate. They're not going to cheat on you. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to steal from you. They're not going to be in another relationship and ghost you. They're going to come to you as the perfect soulmate. So it's no longer called a twin flame dynamic anymore. It's called a perfect soulmate dynamic. Okay, I just want to get that straight. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. Oh, I'm in union with my twin flame. No, you're in union with your perfect soulmate who used to be a twin flame. That's what it is. So let me just continue here. We're going to find out what lessons need to be learned. And I pretty much told you in a nutshell what it is already. But we're going to find out answers from the universe and see what the universe has to say and what Buddha has to say about all this, okay? And if I can think of anything more to tell you, I will. But let's go ahead and find out what your lesson is. These cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle one more time so we can get a lesson card. This is a lesson that needs to be learned in order to help you get through this. Okay, so a lesson to be learned about this twin flame dynamic. First card. Next, we have advice from Buddha. Twin flame dynamic. Advice from Buddha. And finally, we have what you need to surrender to help you get through this. What must the viewer surrender to get through this twin flame dynamic? See if I can make the view better for you guys to see. That seems okay. All right. So let's find out what the lesson is first. Surrender. I can't even make this up. I can release my need to control. So what's going on here is you are just in your head about this, thinking, I know they're going to change. I know it. They're going to come back. They're going to be here. You need to surrender that need to control. You need to release that. Because it's what's keeping you stuck in this cycle that's going over and over again. You're not realizing your self-worth. You know that you deserve better than what this person has been bringing you. So yes, they're your twin flame. Okay. But you're not learning anything from it if you can't let go of it. You know that you deserve to be treated with respect. All you're doing is losing opportunities. And you know, the universe is throwing good prospects in front of you and you are denying them because you are waiting for your twin flame. That's not who you want. You want a soulmate. The universe is telling you to surrender that person because you're never going to learn if you hang on to this toxicity. And I feel so bad for those people who have been in these twin flame relationships for like 10 and 15 and 20 years waiting, and there's no change. And these people become bitter and sad and upset about their lives. It's such a shame. Let's see what you need to surrender, even though it told you right here to surrender and release the need of control, because you are trying to control the outcome and you can't. You are not in control here. The universe is. There we have it. Surrender to joy. The key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. You cannot find that joy if you do not surrender the need to control this situation. You are not in control. It's time to let this go and find happiness in your life. And you know what? It's friggin' hard. I know. It hurts too. It really hurts. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to want to feel hurt for 10, 15, and 20 years because I wasn't put here on this earth to suffer. So either you can let this go and bring joy into your life, or you can stay stuck in cycles of sadness and despair and disappointment. That's not my style. I'm not going to do that. You just have to accept that yes, maybe you have healed, but not even 100% because you're not letting go of control. You're not healed. If you don't let go of this, you're not healed. Sure, maybe you walked away from them and you're like, I don't want them back. Well, why are you here watching this then? Yeah, that right there. Why are you watching this? Because you're still in your head about this person and you can't let go. You're back and forth. You're watching tarot card readings all the time, trying to see if they've changed at all. And you're getting the same message over and over again. They're not changing. They're in a third-party relationship. They're married. First of all, you know better than to be interfering in another person's marriage, in another person's sacred marriage, union. You know better than to be hoping for them to divorce or separate. That is not healing. That is selfishness and excess, the Nine of Cups energy. Because what if you were this person's partner and there was someone on the outside hoping and praying every day that you divorce and separate? How would you feel? Think about it. That's absolutely horrible. That means you have no respect for the sacred union of marriage, which means you have no respect for yourself. I told you it was going to be harsh and it was going to be direct, and you can hate me for this. I don't care. Because you're not going to come to reality. You're going to keep your head up in the cloud thinking, oh, they're going to change and they'll be back. No, I'm sorry, but they're not. Not until you let go and realize that you deserve better. You need to surrender to joy in your life and happiness, even if it's not with this person. Why wait for someone who refuses to change and keep you held down because they want to stay in their, toxic energies? I'm just saying. Vicious cycles. Vicious. And the universe will take no prisoners on keeping you where you're at until you learn. And that's why people go in 5, 10, 15, 20 years waiting for someone who's not going to change because they don't want to. Oh, well, maybe next year they will. No, sorry. Sorry, Charlie, they're not. Apparently you don't know your self-worth and you keep yourself stuck here. Universe throwing all kinds of good soulmates in your path and you're just saying, no, I'm not feeling that person. Why? Because you're still thinking of that fool who's cheating and lying and who's married to someone else, who doesn't even care about you. They only care about you when they fight with their spouse and they come back and y'all, hook it up. But once you start getting serious, they're gone. Sure, you walked away from them last time. Why are you still thinking of them now? Trust me, I know this whole scenario. I've been through it. Hello. That's why I'm here explaining it to you. Because I finally had that epiphany like, oh my God, it was right in front of my face the whole time. I gotta share this with everybody or they're gonna be stuck in cycles. Watching tarot card readings every day. And you know what? I do tarot cards. I love it. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's great. It's, I do the pick of cards, whatever. But I've stopped watching them because I don't care anymore about this fool who doesn't care about me. Because I know my self-worth and I love myself. And I understand now. What happened was I got a slap in the face from the universe. A straight slap. An out loud slap. And I'm here to slap it to you guys. I hate to chuckle at that, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see what Buddha has to say about all this. All right. This is the number 30 card. Akshobhya. I've never gotten this card, okay? The number 30 reduces down to the number 3. And to me, that is the ascended masters around us. They were here to slap me in the face, and I'm here to slap y'all in the face. Figuratively speaking. In the realm of the Eastern Pure Lands, objective, focused observation illuminates the truth. Oh my God, I can't even believe this. Did you guys hear that? Here, let me read it again. Objective, focused observation illuminates the truth. I couldn't have said it better myself. Illuminating the truth. I'm going to read from the book, but I can't see very well in this lighting, so give me a second. Let me turn the light on a little bit. Can I believe this? Those cards are unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable. And you know, because I'm no longer in my ego. Well, I am a little bit. We all are a little bit. But in this situation, I'm not. I'm not afraid to say I've been hurt. I'm not afraid to say I've been dragged through the mud. I've been kicked while I was down. I'm not afraid to say that. And that's why I get to be here telling you guys. Because I don't really give a shit what anybody says. Because this is the truth. Illumination of the truth. Sorry, I gotta be so harsh about it, but you know, shit, it is what it is, right? Ascended Masters wanted me to tell you guys, so here it is. So this is 30. Let me get to that page. I've never read from this page before, but we will now. All right, listen up. Akshobhya. In the realm of the Eastern Pure Lands. Akshobhya is the blue Buddha of the Pure Land of the East. Abhirati. It is a land far from the world that we know, traveled to through a journey in several dimensions, through a landscape, through time, and through intent. His name means imperturbable. Wow, I don't even know that word. And he received it through upholding a set of austerity vows for eons. The steadfastness of practice that never wavers from the goal creates a field of energy which proliferates and gives rise to other energy forms in a creative embellishment of the same demeanor. With Akshobhya's intense work over a prolonged period of time, his process creates his Buddha family called the Vajra family. All of the family members share his blue color in similar qualities. A Vajra is a metal instrument used in tantric ritual. It is a symbol of how the primordial oneness gives rise to two and on and on. If you look at the card depicting Vajrasattva, who is in Akshobhya's family, you can see one in his hand. There is a round sphere in the middle. Two flowers project from it and give birth to stamens or metal prongs that curve inward and meet around the central prong. They're explaining the parts of a plant. The purba held and meet around the central prong, the purba held by another in his family, Vajrakilaya, is a riff on its shape and purpose. They represent many things. Most simply, they are a symbol of the primary energy channels of the body. In other cultures, its function could be likened to Thor's hammer. It is a thunderbolt that illuminates and crushes anything it comes against. They are often depicted in practitioners' and deities' hands. Akshobhya is associated with the dawn of the day. His mudra is the earth-touching gesture, which the Buddha did that called the earth goddess to give witness to his moment of enlightenment. His element is water, and the poison that he helps us overcome or direct it into a positive force is hatred. The gift that he gives, if we focus deeply on him in meditation, is the wisdom of seeing things exactly as they truly are, without judgment or reacting, with attraction or repulsion. The chakra associated with him is the heart. So this is your ultimate lesson from the universe. whether or not you have control over your heart center, because you have not in this lifetime. But once you realize the truth, you will have control of your heart and the energies that it expresses. Listen. You were not born to be unhappy in this world. No one is born to live unhappy or be unhappy, to have a broken heart for most of their life. No one is born that way. You are here to love and be happy and find joy in your life. And if you're not in that energy, it's because something is wrong. The universe is constantly throwing people in your path who will cherish you, who will respect you, people that you deserve, but you hang on to what? Somebody who doesn't give a straight shit about you. Somebody who doesn't want to change, who doesn't see the goodness in you. Yet when you see them, you treat them like a king or a queen. Why? Why? Oh, because they're my twin flame. Yeah, they're here to make you suffer so you learn your lessons. If the universe wanted you to be with that person, don't you think that that person would be with you already? And they would be that perfect soulmate? If that person's not with you, it's because you are not learning the lesson of self-respect. Staying stuck in this cycle over and over again. And you know what? You want to hear something even worse? All these lifetimes that pass, you have had no self-respect in any of these past lifetimes because it's been brought to you in this lifetime again. So if you've been waiting 5, 10, 15 years for your twin flame to change, and they haven't, you're going to go into this cycle again in the next lifetime. Listen, you are here to break that chain, and if you don't break that chain, it's going to keep repeating. And you're just going to live lifetimes in suffrage. Do you want that? Do you want to die unhappy and alone? Your twin flame may never learn their lesson in this lifetime. Why should you suffer for it? And you know what? Once you can let that person go, find happiness in your life, that's when the mirroring effect begins. Because whatever you're doing to not heal yourself, they're not healing either. They're not. You're both being stuck in the same cycle of torture over and over again. You're waiting for what? For somebody who's not going to change. This person's not even giving you the time of day, and they're going through relationships that suck, jumping from relationship to relationship, never finding happiness, because you are hanging on so tightly. To be quite honest, if you really do love your twin flame, you will let them go so they can learn their lesson and also break the chain of their own torturous cycles. The more you hang on, the less likely they are to change. Even if that means that you actually accept one of the people, an alternate soulmate, that the universe puts in your path. Because you deserve happiness. And if the universe is going to put something or someone good in your path, then that's what you deserve. You deserve to be treated well. Be treated with respect. Not have someone cheat on you, lie to you, steal from you, talk shit about you behind your back to others. while they're married to someone else, having their all heyday with them. While you sit alone in your house alone, crying, hoping for them to return. Good luck. Illumination of the truth. Surrender. I can release my need to control. You're not in control here. The universe is. And as long as you want to control this and hang on to this so tightly, you're going to be stuck in this cycle, and it's going to keep going over and over again. I knew this was going to be a hard reading because I know that some of you out there are going to be, you're going to like hate me. But I don't give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass. I was told to come here and tell you and give you this message, acting as the Knight of Swords, that messenger who brings you that harsh and direct truth. The truth that is, you need to surrender to finding joy for yourself. Because you were not born to suffer here. You deserve happiness and joy in this lifetime, even if it's not with this person. The longer you hang on to this person, the more lifetimes you come into with the same energy. That's it. And that's all.